Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally, and I mean literally, does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up my football gods. Wake up here, guys. Wake up. Man, this year has been crazy. You know, Jerry Jones is talking about, of course, next season being 17 games. And I'm sitting here looking at the NFC East. This year has been brutal if you are a quarterback. The fact that our Cowboys, we lost Dak Prescott to that gruesome ankle injury. It's just been, it's just terrible. You look now at the Giants. The Giants were peaking and beginning to play really, really well. And then all of a sudden, Daniel Jones gets hurt, comes back, and his feelings get hurt. And now he's got a second leg injury. He's not playing this weekend. Then you go with the Washington football team. They come out with Haskins and things. And then Haskins wasn't really good, and they started bringing in Josh Allen. Josh Allen was doing okay. Then all of a sudden, he gets injured. Then Alex Smith comes in, coming back from that injury from a couple of years ago. And now he's injured with a lower leg injury. And now Haskins is back. And then you got Carson Wentz, of course. He got hurt. His feelings got hurt, and he got benched. Yeah, Carson Wentz's feelings got hurt, and he stinks. He's out of there. And now, of course, it is the Jalen Hurts era now with the Philadelphia Eagles. But here's the interesting thing that I actually want to touch on here as we look at this. I mean, quarterback-wise, it stinks. It's terrible play right now in the NFC East. And because you've got guys that you weren't expecting to play. Who out there thought that Colt McCoy was going to be starting games, his second game for the New York Giants? I know some people thought Carson Palmer, geez. Andy Dalton figured, some of you guys figured he was going to be taking Dak Prescott's spot. Well, yeah, you got your wish there. Did you ever see Alex Smith coming in and playing and then losing his job because he gets another leg injury? And you were like, oh, no, I don't even want to think about it. You don't even want to think about that one. And, of course, Carson Wentz, the guy they say that can do things that other quarterbacks can't. And he certainly showed that because his ass was benched. That's something we haven't seen from the other guys out there. But as we look at this, and I'm sitting here going through in my mind, about the quarterback situation. We've got so many fans in here that are saying, the Cowboys, Dak Prescott just wants too much money, that guy just needs to go. And, let's just draft another quarterback. But I want you to think about this for a second here, because as I look around the NFL right now, teams that need a quarterback, without a doubt, like right now, and other ones that will be thinking that they need a quarterback and need to start getting somebody in there just in case. And it's a lot more than you think because, as I was saying, that if we are ending up in one of those top, 5 positions, that there may be a team that wants to move up. And people are like, who would want to move up to try and get a quarterback? Oh, there's quite a few teams that need a quarterback. And I just want to do like my quick brainstorm list, okay? We know that the New York Jets are definitely in the market after they messed up, my man over there, Sam Darnold. They destroyed him. New York literally has, taken quarterbacks and spit them out and probably will ruin another one again. So we know they need a quarterback. They also need a front office. They need a GM. They need a coach. And they need everybody there, but definitely need a quarterback. Jacksonville, Gardner Minshew, it was a nice story last year, and you thought he was going to be, they need a quarterback. They need a quarterback too. So we know they definitely need a quarterback. But you can go with teams like the New York Giants. When Danny Dollar Store, came back last week, without the injury, he was not doing it. He turns over the ball too much. And if you're the New York football Giants, you got to be thinking in the back of your head that maybe we need to replace this guy. You maybe don't want to because you just drafted him 2 years ago, but you're looking at this and saying, is this going to be what we're going to do for another, year or two? I'm not sure that you do. So you look at that and say the Giants may be in the market for one. New England, Cam Newton It's been okay in spots, but you know that Bill Belichick is going to be thinking about another quarterback. So you look at New England, New Orleans. Tyson Hill has played okay, but do you think that New Orleans is ready to have him as their quarterback for a year? Drew Brees is done. Drew Brees is not going to probably come. I think there's slim and none chances of Drew Brees coming back. And they have no faith in Jameis Winston. So that's another team that's going to be looking at a quarterback. Tampa Bay. Yeah, Tom Brady's there, but with the problems with him and Bruce Arians, his age and so forth, do you think for sure that he's definitely coming back next year? And if he's not, you still start needing to be thinking about a quarterback of the future as well. The Denver Broncos. Oh, my God. The Broncos have literally been in a quarterback hell, purgatory since Peyton Manning. They have not had a quarterback. You know, Drew Luck, Mr. One Reed. If you're the Denver Broncos, you're still thinking about another quarterback. Philadelphia. Well, you got the problem of Carson Wentz. You put a lot of draft capital in with him. You still don't know yet about Hurts. He's played one game. You might have to be thinking about a quarterback down the road, depending on what he does the rest of this year and going forward. I'm not saying that they're going to draft a quarterback this year. I'm not. But you have to be questioning where you stand right there. The Bears. Oh, my God. Mitch Trubisky, Nick Foles. You know, just pick a bad option. The Bears need a quarterback. The Lions. Matthew Stafford. He's been beat to hell in Detroit. And now he's not quite there where he used to be. He's staying injured. And you got to be, if you're the Lions, saying, you know what? We can get a young guy to get beat up real good right now, and we can save some money too, because we don't like to spend money on the football team. So if we can save some and still lose, hey, we're all for that. Washington, Alex Smith, I will say, Alex Smith has played pretty well for the most part when he's gotten his time this year. A lot better than you would think coming back from that injury, but I'm not sure Alex Smith is going to be the guy going forward. It's conceivable that he misses the rest of the season. Now, here's the caveat for us as Cowboy fans. All of a sudden, who knows between now and the end of the year as far as playoffs go? We play San Francisco, another team that's paid Jimmy Garoppolo a whole bunch of money, but Jimmy Garoppolo can't stay healthy and sometimes has those brain farts. Another team that will probably be looking for a quarterback as well. That right there is 10 teams. 10 teams. So as you're going through, as a Cowboy fan that says Dak Prescott sucks, Dak Prescott is a bum, get him out of here. Think about all of these teams that are quarterback hungry, that need to upgrade what they have. And honestly, when you go through here, you know, I mean, Drew Brees, of course, is really good when he can play, but the dude had 11 fractured ribs and is coming back. Tom Brady is older than I am. And everybody else in there, you look at that and just say, they're just bad. All these teams, very few of them are going to have an opportunity to get better at the quarterback position. And when you look at something like this, you got to say, damn, I'm glad that we can get Dak Prescott back. But back to this situation that we have right now. We would have to beat the 49ers, which is possible. We actually have our secondary is all back healthy for the first time all year. San Francisco, again, a team that needs a quarterback, does not score a whole lot of points. You could squeak out a victory there. Then you're playing against the Giants. The Giants, which probably won't have Danny Jones there. Okay. And then you play the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, excuse me. Got that backwards. Excuse me. We play the Philadelphia Eagles next week. Philadelphia Eagles, they stink like we stink. We're two stinky teams. We both are foul. But one of us stinky teams will win. And since we usually will split games, I'm going to think that maybe we split and take that one. And then after that, you've got maybe the Giants getting Daniel Jones back and so forth. For the Washington team, Washington, well, they got to play the Seattle Seahawks without Alex Smith. Do you think they win that one? Seattle needs that game a lot more than they do. Then they play the Panthers, which could be a revenge game. I think they probably win that one. But then they play the Eagles. Again, possibly all 3 games without Alex Smith. It's conceivable that anything could happen in the NFC East with the lack of quarterbacks playing right now. Washington has the inside track. Washington wins 1 game, we're out. We're eliminated. But the way this season has gone, who knows what happens? It wouldn't surprise me if the Eagles won the division. It wouldn't surprise me if the Giants won the division. It wouldn't surprise me if Washington won the division. It might surprise me if the Cowboys do. It might. But I think that would say more about the other teams than it does the Dallas Cowboys. All right. I hope you guys join us tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, for our live stream, because we're going to get live tonight. We're getting ready for the San Francisco 49ers. We got 3 games. 3 games. That's all we got left to the season, and then it's done. And we're going to enjoy our time in there. And Philly 500, I think Philly 500 put me on a double moonwalk shirt. I don't know if that's an honor or a trashing. I'll get back to you on that one. I'll talk to y'all later.